JMats here, GenerationD20.com. I'm going to dive into one of the Holiday Cube uh, drafts. I've played this format a couple times, and um, well, I think I've actually played 4 of them. One won, got in the finals of a second one, and lost in the second round once, and lost in the first round once. So I have had some success, but I find it to be actually a pretty challenging format. It, you just never know when, some incredible card is going to come into play. For example, last time I was playing it when I lost in the finals, it was to a guy who got a Ulamog out on turn 2 uh, and destroyed my island at that point. And so, it was game over before I'd had any chance whatsoever to do anything. It's a pretty incredible series of plays that he had with a time walk and um, I can't even remember what all he had. He had Moxes and um, Heart Spring and Sol Ring, and he was just able to have when he cast the Ulamog, it was actually the last card in his hand, so he had the exact right cards to get him there. Okay, so here, what was Necromancy? Um, okay, so I think I'm going to go with the Mox. Um, Free mana is good, just helps you get off to a quick start. Bonfire can be fun, but you never really regret taking a Mox, or at least in my experience so far, I have not regretted that choice. Hmm. So here, I could go for like Supreme Verdict, which is, a nice reset. Necrotol is good kind of 2-for-1 option. Frost Titan, any of the Titans really are pretty good. Yeah, Supreme Verdict I don't like that it puts me into 2 colors. I think I might go with Necrotol. It kills an awful lot of creatures. Okay, then here, that's a possibility. Monocrypt actually does a pretty good job of ramping as well. And then there's something like Vraska that I could get to that quick enough. I think I'm going to take the Monocrypt. In combination with the Mox, it has the potential for some really crazy openers. We have Mizzet. So color intensive is kind of the problem with Niv Mizzet. That one destroys an artifact or enchantment. That's actually not bad. I found that there are so many artifacts going around. Having something that destroys one, but that's not a may, it is a must. I'll take it. Having a nice, it does something, and leaving a 4/4 body behind is nice. And Tooth and Nail is a pretty good thing to ramp to, especially if you have something like Noodlemog. Dismember is good as well. Another Mox option, but unless I want to go that direction, I think I'll go Tooth and Nail. It just allows you to potentially put in some cards you might not otherwise. Hymn to Tarash, I think, works here. If I'm going green-black, possibly. That can be such a swing. The random can be good for you or bad for you. Awakening Zone actually fits into the ramp strategy pretty well. Llanowar Waste gives me the option for those two colors, but I like Awakening Zone there. And Diabolic Edict. There are some creatures you just can't get away from. All's Dust would be interesting also. I'll take the Edict. And probably the Obstinate Baloth. Let's see. Destroy target non-artifact creature. I don't have any artifact creatures right now. I'll go with the Beast Within. It's just an answer for everything. And Birds for a little extra ramp. I think I'm good with that. Acidic Slime is diverse in what it can do, but it's a little expensive. And I suppose we can go with, well, I'll take the Niv Mizzet, just I don't want someone else to play it. Island or Mountain, that's not helping us, so we'll take the Black Knight. And Exploration, sure. And an Orcish Lumberjack. So right now we don't have anything really great to Tooth and Nail for, unless we played the Niv Mizzet. Just on speculation, but Grizzlebrand kind of changes that. Karn Liberated also is tempting, if you can get to that quickly. But Grizzlebrand, thing is, if I get to 9 mana to search for it and put it into play, then I could be casting it anyway. Thrund's another interesting one. Thrund does a lot of work. He might actually be a better choice. And here, the interesting pick. We have another Mox. Noble Hierarch. The Avenger of Zendikar is a pretty good thing to search for. Very powerful equipment. And, you know, some reanimator fun. I'm torn between the Noble Hierarch and the Mox Pearl, but I'm thinking I might go with the Mox Pearl. That gives me three artifacts that can help me ramp out early. Take the Solemn Simulacrum for a little bit more early ramp. Ooh, and here, that's a hard one to pass up. Swamp Forest, not actually Works well for me, exile target card from graveyard, it's a creature card, +1. Call the Herd is, gets a lot of value. I mean, I do have a Mox Pearl, and a Birds of Paradise, and a Solemn Simulacrum. That would be possible. Value is okay, I'll take it. And here, what does this guy do? So when he comes in, he just gets to destroy something big. Neither Reliquary or Garrick. I'm thinking maybe Garrick. I don't have that many answers. I like Necrotal would kill that. And here, Forest. Wouldn't mind going Ink Eyes. I mean, I'm not going to force Elish Norn if it's not there. Mishra's Workshop. Man, I wish I had more artifacts. If I prioritize those moving forward, though, I maybe could. Evil Titan could give me some additional ramp. Don't know what I'm ramping into, but I'll take it. And here, Genesis Wave is interesting. Masticore, I think not. I'll take Genesis Wave. Don't know if I'll play it, but it's worth the thought. 7 life or target non-creature permanent on top of its library. Player shuffles his or her graveyard. Search your library for a creature card and put it into your hand. That does quite a bit. Probably better than the Selesnya Signet. And Forest and Plains out of that. Or Big Bad Man. This would allow some more ramp. This helps. Take the Heartbeat, but I'm not completely sold on it. I don't know if it works per se in my deck. There's another ramp spell. Ooh, and neither Reliquary came back. So if I am going to splash for white, that's a pretty good card to splash for. And we'll take Cobolus and just hide him. So one of the things I don't like about the way it's set up right now, oh wow, got the workshop back. So if I have a chance to get things like Wormcoil Engine or Mirror Battle Sphere or some, pick up a couple of those, then I really would consider playing Mishra's Workshop. And while I would love Skull Clamp, Razor Main Masticore, Harmonize is pretty tempting also. Mind Twist is just a destroyer of people. It's well within the realm to make them ditch their entire hand. Bribery's a interesting card. Not that we could play it in this, but I'll take Animate Dead. There's always something that ends up in the graveyard that you end up wanting. Okay, there's a mirror battle sphere. That would help justify playing the workshop. Maybe even get one more. Next diamond, that one you have to discard land. There's Wake. Tezzeret's an interesting option just because I'm going to have these cheap artifacts. I'd have to splash blue to be able to play them though. Bitter Blossom. Give me a token each turn. I'll take a chance on Tezzeret. I don't know if I'll play him or not, but I'll take it and think about it. And Thoughtseize, potentially. Lingering Souls, potentially. Lingering Souls, I don't know if it really fits this deck. Thoughtseize, I like the idea of pitching it and then stealing it with Animate Dead. Here, possibly Maze of Ith, if I play it more as a spell. And there's Ulamog, and given the different ways I have to ramp, I think I take him. He's a pretty sweet finisher. How does Natural Order work again? Sacrifice a green creature, search for a green creature, put it on the battlefield. That might be the play, because I could search up Primeval Titan or Avenger of Zendikar. And here, maybe Razormane Massacre. We'll have to see whether it makes the deck. Overgrown Tomb is a welcome addition to the deck at this point. And Thawing Glaciers potentially makes it. Plow Under. And let's see what these last couple cards end up being. So really, I think I have a pretty powerful deck, and I probably don't want to risk hurting it by splashing the extra colors. One of the biggest pitfalls that you run into with a cube draft is that you want to play every card that you pick, and so rather than focusing on making a deck, you focus on getting the best cards. Well, not the best cards, but focus on having fun, which I know it makes it sound bad, because obviously you want to have fun, but when your idea of fun is just playing the powerful cards that aren't necessarily synergistic, it doesn't go very well. Okay, Mind Twist. Ink Eyes, I like. Necrotal, him, Edict, Animate Dead, and Thoughtseize. Over here, I want to make sure I don't forget Ulamog. And Tooth and Nail, Avenger, Primeval Titan, Garrick. Like that guy. Natural Order, and let's get all of these cheap guys. Beast Within's going to be my only removal spell. Awakening Zone. And then Solemn. And that. These three can kind of count as land in the deck. Because of that, I think I can play the Workshop. Workshop will be great with 2 cards. Will be horrible with the rest of the deck. So is there something that I would want to trade out for this? Um, hmm. Maybe Stomp Howler, unless I see a specific use for it. Okay, then when we go to add land, what's 8 and 5? I think it's the Emerald. Well, 8 and 5 is probably best. Because I want to be able to cast one of these guys on turn 1 for sure. Okay, I'll try this out, and I'll see you in round 1.